Guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Did you miss me? I know it's only been a couple of days. Time's up. The correct answer is yes. Yes, you missed me. Even if you don't know it, you did. Alright, let's get started with this Raw review. So, we have Punk opening the show, and Punk starts off by saying that Seth was one of his students and it was his only student that he failed when Seth came to him years ago, stating that he was ready and wanted to be a wrestler. And he also says it's only a matter of time before they link up in the ring. He then infamously mocked him, which is now like my new favorite picture of all time, which I'll link right here so that you guys can see. It's so friggin' funny. I keep referring to it as how CM Punk stole Christmas, but he mocks him, does his little walk and, you know, does his little talk. It's really funny. Said it, like he said, it's only a matter of time before they link up in the ring. And then we find Seth in the audience in pure Shield fashion, chanting CM Punk, CM Punk. He fires back at the Second City Saint. He gets his lick back by saying that he main evented WrestleMania and Punk, you didn't, which, you know, that's like, he said it last week too, but he knows that it gets under Punk's skin, so I feel like he, you know, he's gonna keep on saying it. But then he refers to him by his government name and calls him Phil. So after that happens, all hell breaks loose, and they start brawling in the audience. And they're traveling up and down the crowd, and it kind of actually looks like that they were really trying to hit each other. Now, I know that it's a storyline, but a part of me feels like maybe there's a little bit of going on there. I mean, I don't know. Again, it could be for the storyline because somebody like Roman Reigns makes all his storylines believable, and meanwhile, he's working with his family, so, you know, they get paid good money for a reason. But all hell breaks loose, and then they announce, shortly after that segment ends, and right after Seth sees Drew backstage, and Drew tries to talk to him and almost like be like, you know, we're on the same team, me and you, and then Seth's like, you're not my friend. You know, I don't mess with you. We are not friends. Then it cuts to commercial break, and after that, it is announced that Punk and Seth is official on January 6th at Raw at Netflix on the premiere. So I think that that's going to be a really, really, really good match. I don't think it's going to be the only time they wrestle. I feel like this is a storyline that's going to be long-term and unwinding, but we are here for it. If there's one thing that Seth and Punk know how to do, it's tell a damn story and wrestle. So I'm here for it, and I'm really excited. So after that happens, we have the Intercontinental match between Braun Breaker and Ludwig Kaiser, and that was actually a pretty good match, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't mind seeing them run it back again. This is the part of the video that I almost forgot to record, where I tell you that Braun retains his title, even though on the Netflix premiere package commercial they have going on, he has Jey Uso's title plate still on. Noticing things that make you say, huh. So I don't really know what that was about. I mean, if you're keeping the title more for him, yeet. But it was a little lengthy, but I wouldn't mind seeing them run it back again. I mean, especially after Ludwig gave Braun that slap in the face last week. It was kind of brutal. It was kind of funny, though. I would actually really like to see Ludwig do, like, a solo run with something. As much as I like Imperium, he has so much potential, and he's, like, naturally such a good heel that I think that they really should run with him. I don't know about him winning a title, like, in the next month or so, but I think that he would be really entertaining to watch, and I actually would love to see him and Carmelo do something. I know Carmelo's on SmackDown, but my hopes are that they're going to move him to Raw, because I think he deserves to be on Raw, especially after what happened on SmackDown, but that's not either here nor there. But I would really, really like to see that, because I feel like they both are cocky, and I feel like they would kill it with the promo. So that's just, anywho, moving on. So tensions continue to rise with the Judgment Day, and we cut backstage to a segment where they're all gathered around, and Liv is talking her smack to Finn, and it's so friggin' funny. And Dom is standing behind her, supporting her, and then Raquel says, when you listen to Finn, you always win. And they're taking a jab at Finn for losing on Saturday, and I just thought that was so funny, because I like Finn as a wrestler, but I cannot stand him in the Judgment Day, especially after everything that's happened. So anyways, Liv, Raquel, and Dom come marching out to the ring, and Raquel has a megaphone in hand. They start talking. Dom gets booed as per usual, which I really want to see Dom break free of the shackles of the Judgment Day as well. And last week everyone was like cheering for him, so I don't really know how we went from we took 10 steps back, but whatever, that's okay. What are we gonna do? In the middle of Liv talking, all you hear is, "This is my brutality," which, I mean, you knew that was gonna happen. Mommy came out, 10 out of 10 looking fire as usual. She comes out to address Liv Morgan, and then she hits Dom with the phrase of the night and calls him a chicken tender slut.
Chicken tender slut!
I'm gonna lie, I feel like I could be called that because I love me some tendies too. But of course, gets a huge crowd reaction. They talk their smack. I personally am hoping that this last match, which you assume they don't confirm it, but since she's the #1 contender for Liv Morgan's Women's World Championship, you kind of figure that they're going to have that match at the Raw on Netflix premiere, but it's not set in stone yet. The only 2 matches, I believe, I could be wrong, I'll have to go back and check, that are set in stone is the Tribal Combat match with Solo and Roman, and then the Punk and Seth match. I feel like there might be a couple other hints out there, but it's almost guaranteed that it's going to be Liv and Maria, and hopefully, I really, really hope this is the end of their feud, because I just think that they would be better off not versing each other anymore. Just the storyline's taking a complete left turn, and I think we're all sick of it. We then cut to the New Day trying to enter the locker room, and Rey Mysterio being like, "Wait, you can't come in." Just kidding. No, but he does say nobody wants you in here, guys, and they're baffled, why would nobody want us in here? And it's do you remember what you did to Big E last week? I don't think it's justified. I don't care. I don't see it. They tried to put that other person, we won't name their name, in Big E's place, and I don't, it's not gonna work. It didn't work. You're gonna deal with the repercussions of the trauma that you caused us all. You'll be getting my therapy pill. But anyways, moving on, we then see that PFC, the stud line, if you will, Pure Fusion Collective, attacks Kairi Sane, and then we cut to a very frazzled Io Sky and Dakota Kai. We then cut to the women's tournament for the Intercontinental Championship, and Zoe Stark wins. I don't know who I wanted to win. I knew it wasn't going to be Raquel, and I knew it wasn't going to be Peyton Carter, so I don't know. Whatever. I really wanted Zelina in that match, and they took her out, so I'm a little bitter, but moving on anyways. Moving on to our main event of the night, the tag team title match. Everybody cheered. They finally are defending their titles. This is only the 3rd time, I'm pretty sure, that they defended them in 200 days. And they go up against the War Raiders, which, let me tell you, I don't have too much knowledge on the War Raiders, with Valhalla and previously when they used to wrestle more, but let me tell you, when I went to Raw in Hershey, they put on a hell of a match. I did not know Ivar could move like that. They gained a new fan out of me that night, so they were going to work in the ring. We then have an interference at the end by Damian Priest, which everybody, let's all say together, "Thank you, Damian. Thank you, Damian. Thank you, Damian. Thank you, Damian." It's almost like saying Beetlejuice, maybe he'll appear right here. Probably not, I don't know, but he freed us from the shackles of the Judgment Day, and they dropped their titles to the War Raiders, and the War Raiders are so deserving of these titles, and I feel like they're really going to make them feel important again, because I don't know what's been going on, especially on the Raw brand, but I feel like they have been treating those titles like they don't even mean anything. So I was very, very, very happy, which it seems like most of the IWC was very happy that the War Raiders took this one. So overall, I feel like it was a pretty decent Raw. Towards the beginning of the show, they did give a nice little recap of what happened between Kevin and Cody and that pile driver he took. Rest up, I guess. I do think Kevin should have won. I'm a very firm believer, and Kevin is right, but moving on. He did steal the Eagle title, and now he apparently is announcing to everybody that he's going to start defending it. So, guess we will find out. I do feel like that they're going to run back that match again at the Raw Netflix premiere. But who knows? And that is all for now, folks. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow me. There's much, much, much more to come. I haven't already checked out my podcast. It is FemSlam Podcast. It is on Apple Music. It is on Spotify. We have 8 episodes out already. We are filming our last episode this weekend, and then we will be filming for season 2. We have so much coming up in the future. A lot more to come. So if you haven't already checked that out, you should do that as well. Stay tuned, because you got a lot more where this came from. Peace.